I love how we start this video by saying don't do any of these things, and then we've done all of them.
So far. Hi, my name's Ulysses.
Hey, this is Ernesto.
And today we're gonna do something different.
Something crazy.
So if you've been to this channel before, you know that Ernesto and I constantly enjoy putting our relationship to the test.
So Uly found an article that had some questions in it about things that you should never ask your significant other. So of course he woke up the next day and said to me,
you know what, I've got some questions to ask you.
So here we go. Questions you should never ask your significant other. But before we get into the video, please hit that subscribe button and like button so that we know that you guys like us. Number 1, how much money you make.
you know how much money I make?
I have like a vague idea.
No, you know exactly how much money I make. You also download all of my credit card statements and you go through them line by line.
For my financial purposes, not to like spy on you.
Yeah, but there's no secrecy. I know how much money you make, you know how much money I... Actually, you know more about my finances than I know about your finances.
What do you mean?
I don't know how much you make.
You know how much I make.
I don't know how much you make. I don't know what you do with your money.
Generally, you know.
What do you do with your money?
You're not supposed to ask any of these questions.
Number 2, you should never ask your significant other if you look fat or not.
You ask me that all the time.
Yeah, and you ask me that all the time. Are we bad? Are we like not proper people in a relationship?
I will say that it has led to some arguments.
Yes.
So I agree, I don't think you should.
No, when I ask you, you try to be nice. Then I usually end up being like, look, I know this looks ridiculous, just tell me. And then you're like, yeah, that doesn't look good.
It's a lose-lose situation. Because if I tell you you look good, you don't believe me. And if I tell you you look bad, then I'm telling you you look bad and bad.
But then I'm like, great, I knew it. I need to like either start working out more. Like usually I'm like, thank you for telling me the truth. Whatever.
Number 3, how many people you've slept with.
We've also talked about this. It's always just been like a very high level question though.
I mean, there's definitely times where I've met someone at like a party and like have asked Ernesto, hey, have you ever hooked up with that guy? And he'll say yes.
A lot of times it's yes.
And I will get very upset.
And sometimes I just tell him. I just tell you too.
Yeah, I won't even ask, and you'll be like, I slept with that guy.
I slept with that one. But also, it's common knowledge in our household that Uly has slept with more people than I have. So I feel like I can say I've slept with all of these because I know that his number's much higher.
You know, and now you know.
Oh yeah, that. Number 4. Oh, we recently had this discussion. We should have read this list. What will you name your kids? I guess don't talk about kids until you're like getting close to that.
But because we did talk about it.
Now I feel bad.
Why?
Well, because the name that you had has like a significant meaning.
Oh yeah.
But I just don't like the name.
Yeah, I had a really like deep story for why I wanted to name my child a name. And Ernesto was like, that is so beautiful. We're never naming our child that.
Yeah. Sorry.
Number 5, when is he gonna buy you a ring?
Gosh, we've talked about all these things.
Yeah.
I don't know that we discussed like when will someone buy me a ring. I would drop subtle hints that like engagement was coming. When are we getting engaged? Has to happen soon. I'm ready.
I'm on a timeline. I'm ovulating Wednesday through Thursday.
Number 6. Oh, if he's circumcised.
Wow.
This must be like a straight culture thing because like cut or uncut is such a like...
A non-thing in the gay community, I feel.
Hey, my name's Ernesto, I'm uncut. Like that's like a thing people say.
Yeah,
you know?
when you're meeting someone, you tell them whether you're cut and uncut in the gay community. In case you're straight and you didn't know. So.
I have hair on my ass and I like anal. Like, you say all of it.
Number 7, if you're the best sex he's ever had.
Oof.
We haven't talked about this, haven't we? We're about to.
Could you hear me?
I can, without a doubt, say that Ernesto is the best sex I've ever had. Because Ernesto is the first person that I've had sex with that I truly, deeply loved. And sex with that person is amazing.
You know, pause for the ambulance. It's a different level of intimacy, I would say.
I'm not sure if I'm okay with that answer.
Yeah, don't ask that question, guys. Number 8, if he's still in love with his ex.
I haven't asked that question.
Have you thought about it?
No.
Okay, maybe not now, but like in the beginning of the relationship, did it ever cross your mind that maybe I still had feelings for my ex?
I mean, Ernesto has a tattoo dedicated to his ex-boyfriend.
No, that's not.
So-
I mean, yes, it's true.
So finding that out was kind of like
It's-
a punch to the gut.
It's not about my ex-boyfriend. It is about the place I lived the first time I fell in love.
Which was with your ex-boyfriend.
Right, but it could have been anybody.
Number 9. Ooh. If he's been going to the gym.
Nah, in this household, that question is not allowed. Because usually the answer is no.
And it also just like implies
Yeah,
you
Uly has said
should be going to the
you
gym.
have to write it with me. You'll be like, I just want you to be healthy. Which is like, he says that and I hear, you fat.
In my defense, it usually comes up after Ernesto has talked to me about being self-conscious about his weight. And so I'll be like, you know what you can do? And then an explosion.
Yeah,
moment.
okay, next. Number 10, which of my friends would he sleep with? Am I asking you or are we talking about the question? Because I don't want to know.
I don't think you're asking me.
I am not asking you.
But at the same time, I think we have both been vocal about who we found attractive in the past. You know what I'm saying? If we spot a hot guy, we're gonna be like, oh, that guy is hot.
But not of our friends. Like if I was like, oh, I want to have sex with Jazz.
Yeah, I don't think that's a question you should ask.
No, we agree and we're not going to do it.
You wanna sleep with Chaz?
No! All right. Interesting.
I'm very shocked to find that we both have already talked about the things that you should not talk about with your significant other.
Maybe the answer should be, if you've discussed this and survived, you're meant to be together.
Yeah, that's true.
I guess a lot of those questions were very difficult and sometimes we fought,
But we've made it through.
but we've made it through.
So at the end of the day, this video is actually a hopeful video about what couples can really get through
When they mess up.
when they talk about difficult subjects. Anyways, this feels weird.
This is like a weird ending. Are we gonna end the video? We should end the video.
Well, thank you for watching. Are we fighting?
I'm not mad. Are you mad?
I'm not mad.
Okay then.
I'm fine.
Fine.
We'll see you here next Thursday. I think that was a mess.
Yeah. It felt a mess the entire time.